Well, hello everyone. I'm Boris. I'm from the NEAR team. We have, I will talk quickly about the bounties. We have a total of $35,000 in bounties. So yeah, you should definitely be hacking with us. We have four tracks. The first one is we want you to create a Web3 native event platform, either in testnet or mainnet. So imagine any kind of event-related application, ticketing, access, everything related with events. That's one we want you to build one of those. The price for that one is $10,000. Then we want you to integrate to NEAR into an early stage startup. So if you have a startup that's very early stage, and you integrate any of the open web stack, or any of the NEAR stack, either the smart contracts, the BOSS, the data layer, whatever you have, just integrate NEAR into your startup. That's another bounty. That's another $10,000 bounty. Then we have also, if we want you meaningful contribution to the open source NEAR ecosystem, the open source libraries we have, mostly in documentation. So if you can contribute, enhancing the documentation for Ethereum developers using NEAR or any other of the public APIs or documentation APIs, whatever you can find that is open source in NEAR, and you want to make a contribution to that, we have a bounty for that. It will be $5,000 for that one. And then the last one is the chain abstraction on NEAR. This one is the one we like more, is try to abstract any of the complexities of interacting with blockchains using NEAR. So either make it easier for users to not use the wallets or to deal with multiple blocks. Have all the documentation, everything you need is in the link 3. But the team is here, will be around. If you are hacking here or you're going to any hacker house, we go to the hacker house, we'll help you. We want to support you during the process. We have all the libraries. All that you need is in the link 3. Any technical support you need is us. If you want to run the idea through us, we will be here. So yeah, we helped you. We cannot wait to see your submissions, and yeah, thank you very much.
Give it up for NEAR. Thank you. Woo! Up next is XDC. Is that right? Come on up, Quincy. What's going on here? There we go. All right, can everyone hear me all right? Awesome, awesome. Hey, how's everyone doing? My name's Quincy. I'm a Solidity developer for the XDC network, and I'm here to talk about bounties. XDC is a layer 1 EVM-compatible blockchain, primarily focused on trade finance and TradFi, DeFi, however you like to put it. And yeah, so here we go. So when it comes to our bounties, not only do we have $25,000 worth of total bounties available, but some of our topics include tokenization, digitization, and creative elements. When it comes to tokenization, one of the biggest components in terms of sort of qualifying for this bounty is being able to build software that makes it easier for people to tokenize assets, objects, units of accounts, or just create a better means for being able to generate tokens without having the technical complexity to do so. Typically in terms of making it easier for people to tokenize objects without necessarily having to be acclimated to that in regards. Second comes to digitization. With digitization, we're primarily focused on people being able to use tokens around identities, use tokens around credentials, and be able to create a means for people to identify oneself with a token virtually digitization. Both the tokenization and digitization bounties, total prizes are 10K. 10K for each one. First, second, and third both being 6K, 3K, and 1,000 based off where you place. And when it comes to digitization, any application that utilizes trade trust, a tokenization, digitization platform on XDC, gets further considerations solely based on the fact that different technologies should be built upon each other, and being able to utilize technologies that already exist on chain is something that we try to encourage. So being able to utilize trade trust or any other tokenization service, digitization service on chain is a huge consideration, because we're trying to encourage people to utilize technologies that have already been built. Now, the third category is creative build. So we want to encourage people to create new, novel things. There seems to be this aura around finance, DeFi, and that's all great when it comes to crypto, but we want to encourage people to create new products, whether these are social media platforms, blogs, something that's a bit more original than that, but being able to have some level of originality in terms of being able to build something on the XDC network is greatly considered. And we have a total prize of $5,000. First being 3,500, and honorable mentions based off of how people build their application and how we see the potential in that application will also be considered. Now, when it comes to the requirements for these different categories, I guess you could say, for tokenization, the submissions need to go beyond just minting a token. There needs to be some sort of application that people can utilize and be able to move forward with, rather than creating a generic token to prove that they can create a generic token. Same sort of thing goes with digitization, but we sort of have that idea of encouraging people utilizing third-party services like trade trust. And when it comes to the creative build, the biggest thing is novelty. So a lot of people go, well, what does that mean? What does that do? We want people to be as creative as possible, but we want people to be original. So the biggest thing is emphasizing in the originality. And yeah, that's some of the basics for our hackathon. I didn't know if I could do questions or not, but. All right, cool. Well, yes. Anywho, last thing, you can find me online, and you can actually join our Discord in terms of being able to communicate more with developers like myself. Thanks for having you guys here, and hack away.
Give it up for XDC, woo! Up next, we got Metastyle. Metastyle, come on up if you're ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? He's ready. Come on up. Remember, talk into the mic.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Peter Munoz, Metis DevRel, and today I will be talking about our main bounty, which is a custom analytic dashboard. So first of all, why are we doing this? Well, Metis has the mission of making Ethereum accessible to everyone, right? We are a layer 2 scaling solution that uses rollups to scale. Particularly right now we're using optimistic rollups. And well, we want to have more blockchain insights. We want to understand more what is happening in our network. And that's why we are doing this bounty. So essentially what we want is to have some sort of advanced data visualization that can act as a window into our ecosystem. And we want to transform the data that we have on our blockchain into something that people can understand and find useful, right? So what is the main goal. So for instance, if you are a developer, we want to provide you with clear insights about the network activities, our performance, transaction patterns, things that can help developers know exactly what to build and how to leverage our infrastructure, right? At the same time, if you are, for instance, a researcher, we would be interested in providing sufficient amount of data for trend analysis and discovery. And okay, maybe at this point, you are a little bit lost about how does this thing of dashboards and analytic works. And if that's the case, I would highly encourage you to visit the thesis website, which is right here, and you will be able to see an example of a dashboard, right? So essentially, you are fetching some data in real time, and you have to make sure that you aggregate that data correctly so that people can use it. It has to have a nice user interface because people need to be able to understand with just one simple look what is happening. And of course, the data visualization needs to be clear, needs to be accessible for everyone that maybe you are not a developer, you are a researcher. It needs to be clear for you what you can see and understand from these dashboards. I would like to add now about some of the success criteria that we are going to be using for assessed these bounties. So we care about functionality. That's the main thing, of course. So you have to be able to fetch this data properly and display these dashboards. So, and the second most important thing, at least for me, is the innovation component. Because when it comes to blockchain data, there are really many, many things that you can do, right? Not only about the transactions or activity on the network, but we want you to innovate on this area and help us find insightful data, right? Of course, it has to be interactive because we want users to interact with these dashboards, and we want it to be as efficient as possible. Of course, we are taking a user-centric approach. I think aesthetics, easy to navigate, and the responsiveness of the dApp is something that you have to take into account. And I will skip this about the judges because I don't think it's super relevant for you guys. And here are some use cases that you can check out. Maybe the network health and performance dashboard is something that you want to take a look at, or maybe you want to go into the transaction patterns analysis, right? So you can actually do a lot of things, and you can use help, for instance, or for ChatGPT once you are extracting this data about what you can do with it. I have prepared a GitHub that you can check out with a bunch of resources that will help you to get started in no time. I know that there are going to be some complications, but I will be here. I will be around during the entire event so that you can ask me any questions that you may have. You can find me also on Twitter. I'll go by the name of Quantic. And I'm going to be honest with you. We are looking for builders. We have grants. We are ready to support the people that want to contribute to the Metis ecosystem. And I would encourage you all to participate and take a look at this bounty, because I can assure you that you are going to learn something useful. Thank you.
All right, good job, Metastyle. Up next, Zeta Chain. You got your dongle?
They said they have one up here.
We do. Right here. Dongle it up.
Let's see if this is going to work. So I'm Grant. I'm a DevOps and automation engineer at Zeta Chain. I do backend. Chain first, and we'll talk about the bounties that are available. So Bitcoin really was the first major breakthrough in blockchain. It has a $900 billion market cap and a 50% market dominance, and that's where Zeta Chain comes in. It's a simple and fast, secure omni-chain blockchain. Why build on Zeta Chain? Well, you can deploy your contracts across all connected chains by deploying it once. There we go. So what that means, you deploy one contract instead of multiple contracts. It's fewer transactions and fewer fees, so instead of multiple transactions, it's a single transaction pane, and it's a safer and better user experience. It's an interoperable L1 chain that finally connects Bitcoin, so you can transfer from Polygon to Bitcoin, Ethereum to Bitcoin, Ethereum to Polygon. It really just allows interchain swaps, interchain messages. It also has instant finality. It's real simple to get started. Just clone the template, and you can run the simple commands listed here. There's also docs on the site, and get started creating contracts. Currently, in the last 6 months, we have 150 apps built on Zeta Chain, 25K EVM transactions, 35K contracts deployed, and 14 million cross-chain transactions. We have 190 plus partners, and a growing ecosystem that grows every day. Our community is growing every day as well, 920K plus. On Twitter, Discord's 830,000, YouTube 17K. So our community is rapidly growing. Some of the case studies we have is Curve. Curve will integrate the first native Bitcoin support for cross-chain swaps and omni-chain asset pools. Sushi Swap, they're basically allowing you to swap Bitcoin with more than 30 blockchain networks. And Eddy Finance is a new DeFi app that enables Bitcoin trades directly with other assets without a wrapped version or derivative, and all with a single transaction. So you eliminate a lot of the gas fees. The bounties we're offering is the best omni-chain contract and the best use of cross-chain messaging. Like I said before, Zeta Chain allows you to deploy a single omni-chain contract across all connected chains, but it also allows you to send messages across all connected chains. So you can build anything. You can build centralized DeFi product, native token staking, restaking, and data availability, a game with social identity, intent-centric apps, super aggregators, or omni-chain DeFi primitives. Bounties are going to be first place is get up as much as $5,000. Second place will be at least $1,000. And some of the stipulations, if we get less than 2 projects or they're not meeting the criteria, the prize money might change. And the range for total awarded prize money in the bounty could be anywhere between $2,000 and $10,000. And if no project meets the criteria to win, we'll explain why. You can reach out to me on the side and I'll help explain the criteria. That's a little bit about Zeta Chain. Thank you guys.
Very nice. Coming up is 0x Jessica.
How's it going out there? It's a lively crowd. Okay, I'm just going to set up and talk to you. Let's see. Oops, I'm showing too many things. Okay. Just do this. All right, so hello, I'm Jessica, developer advocate at 0x, and I'm going to talk to you about a little bit about what we do at 0x and the bounty that we're offering at ETHDenver this year. So we'll be offering 1 feature integration bounty with 6 prizes. So before I dive into that, just a quick overview about 0x and what we do. So at 0x, we offer powerful trading APIs. So we started in 2017 with the protocol, but now we offer a suite of APIs that allow applications to access Web3 markets. And we power a lot of apps that you use and love, including Coinbase Wallet, MetaMask, DeFi Saver, DYDX, and many more. So why are we interested in this space? Well, as our co-founder Amir says, tokens essentially are the center of everything in Web3. So whatever you're building, you'll be interacting with tokens. So why push that interaction of swapping tokens off to a third party when you can bring that directly into your application? And on top of that, as more value becomes tokenized, the liquidity is getting fragmented across spaces, across different ecosystems. And so the space is getting more and more complicated to navigate. So for a single user to interact with trades, they need to figure out which of these hundreds of liquidity sources should I navigate, which blockchain, think about gas costs, and it's just getting more and more of a headache. So to solve all that, we have put together a suite of APIs. So 2 trading APIs. So one is a swapping API, and another is a TX relay, so provides gasless experience. And our third API is purely for pricing, so finding the best price across this space. So I'm going to quickly talk about these 3 because the bounty will require using at least one of these 3 APIs. So first off is Swap. This is our flagship trading API. Think about being able to just embed swapping capability directly into your application. The way it works is similar to Google Flights. We source across hundreds of liquidity sources, figure out the routing, the hopping, and the gas costs all for you in the back end. Our second API is TX Relay. So this is the gasless experience, removing that friction of gasless of approvals and requiring gas for swapping. This API is helping to onboard new users as well as maintain user experience. It's also been used for Coinbase Wallet, Robinhood, and Matcha. It's all live already. And lastly, pricing API. So this is, you don't need that swapping capability. You just want to find the best price. We offer that as well. So, high level, what can you do with ZeroX? Think of in-app swaps. Think of a user coming into your platform. They don't have the right token. They can easily swap that directly and then get started trading or trading perps, lending, whatnot. Gasless, auto rebalancing, index rebalancing in the back end, all using swap. So again, Xerox API, we offer the APIs so that you can easily build and monetize. So with that, let's talk about bounties. So bounties, do I have time? Okay, so bounties, we are offering, again, 1 bounty with 6 prizes, and you just need to integrate one of our APIs. The 6 prizes are first, second, third place, as well as categorical prizes, and as well as an opportunity to partner with us for marketing. And to help make it easy to start building with us, we kind of provide this framework. So we have these 4 categories that we're asking any builder have their project fit under. They're very broad categories, but just kind of set the mindset. So first off is token on and off ramp. So this is, think of that embedded swapping capability, being able to just swap while they're in your app. Gaming and infra, this is a huge space that it requires teams going off to swap perhaps for ETH and then coming back into your marketplace. But why not just have that widget directly embedded within your project? And then lastly is trading automation and infra. Think trading bots, solvers, index rebalancing. And then if if your product doesn't fit under any of these, go ahead with open category. We want to hear what you're building. Come talk to us. Check out us out. Ask us on Discord, and we'd love to hear more about what you're building. So here's the judging criteria. Feel free to take a look here, as well as in DevFolio. And then I'm going to wrap it up here. So come talk to us. We want to hear what you're building. Follow us on X, Warpcast. We have a Discord channel specifically for this, as well as a booth, 317 at Future Shillage. Feel free to follow this QR code. It has a link to all of this information. So thanks again, and look forward to what you are building.
Give an extra round of applause for Jessica. She did that without speaker notes. Like, as developers, a lot of you are used to having like a screen and another thing, right? And when you saw, she was like, wait, speaker notes. What do I do? Off the top of the dome. You got to be ready to improvise, right? It's a hackathon. So up next, are you ready to go? All right, come on up. I don't remember how to exactly pronounce your protocol, so I'll let you do that.
Yes. So hello, ETHDenver 2024. I'm with Union Labs, and today I'm excited to tell you about a bounty. It's all about exploring Ethereum and Cosmos and connecting them in what we would like to call IBC everywhere. So what we do at Union Labs is we build the sovereign interoperability layer, which bridges Ethereum and Cosmos. And this bounty is also encouraging you to work with ingenuity with IBC everywhere. So the mission today is to write a cross-chain dApp that builds upon Union's infrastructure. You can make DeFis, NFTs, or something completely different. We're very excited to see what you come up with. So like it says here, we have 2 prizes, $2,500 in total. The first prize, so if you win it, you get $1,500, and the second prize is $1,000. So there are 2 opportunities to shine with your cool projects. But it's not all about the cash, like most people would say, but it really isn't. If you have a cool project, you can also open doors to collaborate with Union in the future and maybe build something really cool together. So what does your dApp need to have to be in for the prizes? Well, you need 2 smart contracts. The first one is on Cosmwasm, on Union's testnet, and the second one is on Solidity on Sepolia testnet. So you can think about what problems you would like to solve using this connection, and what is something new that you could do using this technology. And we're very excited to see what you guys come up with. And it's also good to remember this isn't just a tech challenge. It's also an opportunity to have lots of fun, to explore, to see, hey, what can I build with this kind of stuff, and make something really cool and new. We at Union are also very much into design, so we would like you to have a good UI interaction. It has to be user-friendly. We would like to see some MetaMask integration, status updates, handling errors smoothly, and if you throw in a light dark mode, we would think that's a big bonus. And you can ask, like, what kind of problems do you guys want us to solve? That's the thing, we're not really sure. We're very excited to see what you guys come up with and see what the creativity produces and see what kind of magic you guys come up with. For the judging, we keep it fairly simple. We want to see a good UI, solid integrations with Union and Sepolia, a secure protocol, and also make sure that your smart contracts are feature-packed. Sounds kind of easy peasy to me. And you can find more info if you scan the QR code. You can see like all the things I just said to you and read them over again. And I would say have fun coding and make something really cool. And that's the lockdown on our bounty of IBC everywhere. If you want to talk to us, we'll be here at the conference. If you have questions, we would like to talk to you and see what you guys come up with. And we'll see you at the judging. Thank you.